Alrighty. I am sorry for being almost an hour late, you guys. I was trying a new setup. I'm not the most stream tech savvy person in the world. I've been testing out the Streamlab OBS on the computer. It's not working out so hot, as you can probably guess by being almost an hour late. I spent maybe hour 45, almost 2 hours trying to get this thing to work. If you're somebody who does streaming a lot, I beg of you, I don't know what I'm doing. Please help me. I usually rely on my phone for this, but I'm hoping to upgrade a little bit. We'll figure it out as we go. Until then, AMK is finally over. I finished my costume. I personally enjoyed it. I kept getting a lot of pictures. I've yet to find most of them on Facebook, but you know, it's only been a week after con. A lot of people take their time to go through their photos and upload everything. So, I'm hopeful. Oh, MQ is great though. I had a lot of fun. As most of you already know, I do staff for AMK, and this year I also participated in the masquerade. A lot of fun there. I did get to meet a ton of new people. We had so much fun just kind of sitting there dicking around while we were waiting to go up on the stage. I ended up being... My walk-on number was 8, but... frick, who didn't show up? I remember there was a guy in this giant suit of Warhammer armor before me. There was Fairy Godmother, Jester from Critical Role. I love her. She was so much fun. There was an Eraserhead. So happy that there was another My Hero cosplayer up on stage. There were actually 4 of us, I want to say. There was another Bakugo and Kirishima behind me. They were pretty far back though, so I didn't really get to talk to them much. I was hoping I could. Sadly couldn't. It happens. No big deal. And... oh! Hi Sable, how are ya? Dog has intruded upon our live, but it's never an intrusion when it's our little Sable. Come here. Come on up. Come here. Oh, hi dear. Somebody just wants some love and to be a nuisance. She's been bugging us ever since we got back from the con for all the love and attention, so of course we give her all the love and attention she could get. Yeah, hi dear. We love you. I've got to keep doing this though, okay? I hope you don't mind. Yeah, shake, shake, shake. You do what you gotta do. Alrighty. So one of the big things that I in particular have to do now is plan everything for this year. That's a lot. Especially since I'm one of those people who decides to bite off more than I can chew, and it normally doesn't end well. There are times where I'm able to pull it off, and especially when I have the help of some really good friends, things generally manage. Which makes me pretty darn happy that I have such a great group of friends that will help and be like, we got this, we know we can do this. It just makes everything better. Well, she finally settled down, picked her little lay down spot. Love you, Sable, but sometimes you are a butthead. Usually when I'm working, she likes to come up here and nudge me until I stop what I'm doing and start petting and playing with her. It's a good thing. She makes me take breaks, but sometimes I can't afford to take a break. Whew. So, let's see then. My next con is going to be No Brand, which is the end of next month. I've yet to buy a new calendar, so I can't exactly check. I've been meaning to. We'll get it done eventually. I've got a ton of ideas in my head. One cosplay is going to be set in stone because I'm working with a few friends. I think I'm allowed to talk about it. We're going to message her and see if we can talk about it. Just because I don't want to ruin a surprise if it is a surprise for her. bro. Can I... Oop. See, I'm awful at typing. Can I talk about the panel in my live stream right now? I hope she gets back to me fast. Otherwise, I guess I'll stick with you guys. For sure, I'm going to be making and finishing the actual sexy Jutsu Naruto with the fluffy clouds and everything floating around. Still trying to figure out how I'm gonna do the clouds, because okay, she says do it. We have permission. She has given us permission. I can talk about anything I want. She asked which panel. Give me 1 minute. Second, I hope. If I could type. There we go. Alright, we've asked her. She better get back to us fast, otherwise, you know, she doesn't get a say. Even though I really don't want to ruin any surprise for her, because I love it when she lets me talk about this stuff, and she's the one in charge of this. Alright, she says, fucking do it, advertise. So, I'm hoping most of you guys know the show, Whose Line Is It Anyway? I love the show. It's really funny. It's very spoofy. I especially like it when they pick on everybody. But she decided to take it and do the Naruto spin on it. So, what was the name? Aisha Taylor acts as like their stage person, telling them what to do, picking the scenes, getting everything organized. Well, they didn't have a person who does that. To my knowledge, she's Naruto, my friend, Raptor Cosplay or Cosplay Raptor. Either way, we know it's her when somebody just says Raptor and then Cosplay or Cosplay and then Raptor. We're like, oh, it's her! The wonders of having a stage name thing. I don't know what you call it, but stage name. So we're kind of just over here, just like, hold on. Here's an idea. Well, you guys are up on stage. You don't have your Aisha Taylor person. So kind of the big idea is her in her full Naruto gear is just gonna go and do the whole sexy jutsu pop out of nowhere. And then I'll kind of be doing like the scenes from whatever we're using. I don't know if she's still using a hat. We could use a Naruto shoe, but those have an open toe and that would fly everywhere. We'll see what we do. I'm excited though. It'll be fun. Otherwise, if you're also going to be at No Brand, I personally am running a no slumber party. I haven't gotten the time yet. I also have a few other panels I put in for that I've yet to hear back from. I'm waiting on those. No Brand, if you somehow see this or you work with No Brand, help. Because last year I put in a ton of them and I only heard back by 3. This year I put in a ton of them. I've only heard back on 1. What? Confusion? What's going on? You know, when cons don't like to tell you stuff, and personally, as a department head staff with Amki in the panel department, even if a panel's not accepted, we let them know, or we put them on a wait list in case some other panelist has to drop out for an unknown reason. Like, snowstorms and blizzards that caused a lot of our panelists to not show up. That was great. I mean, you know, really great. If only it wouldn't happen like that. But, you know, I can whoop. Wrong button. I can probably figure out an easy way to message them, but of course we're not going to do it now. Right now gets to be us talking about this stuff. There we go. Awesome. got that shared. Doing everything we can, letting you guys know what's going on. We're gonna do this as myself. My own timeline. Oh, I forgot the button. So, that means I have one costume set aside for next month. I'm a person who loves to go all out. And I've been getting requests for doing original rarity. Even though I do like my French version of her, I'm figuring, why not? You guys have been asking for it, so that's probably what we're gonna do. I have a couple of ideas for doing original rarity. The idea that I'm liking the most right now is kind of using a vintage-y retro vibe, something that's very classic, doesn't ever go out of style, just because personally that screams rarity, and you know, why not? And I've got some fabric here left over from some projects. It's actually the same fabric I used with my Rarity Bunny corset, which is the same corset that I used with Soldier 76. If you haven't seen those photos, I can pull it up. Because I kept getting questions throughout the whole weekend about it. Just, you know, in general, people asking me like, where'd you get your corset? And I'm just sitting here like, I made it. And guess what? It's reversible. Because, you know, I am that person. It was entertaining though. Especially... Oh, yes, there we go. But yes. Oh, if I could, you know, not mess up and hit the buttons. But yeah, that same corset... That freaking corset was awesome. I love that corset. It's so comfy. And people have still been doing the wows of it being the same one as this corset. Because, hot damn, that was nice. It's so comfy too. I love it. In general, favorite corset I've made so far. I'm planning more. Don't get me wrong. All the corsets are going to be happening. The next other character on my list, however, is probably going to be a character from Fate. I've been putting so much thought into this because ideas galore, you guys. One idea is Ishtar because, I mean... I hope we've all seen Ishtar. The girl looks amazing. And tooting my own horn for a sec because I'm very proud of myself. I have hit my body weight goal and overall self-looking. What's the word? I've hit my goal for how I want my body to look. I mean, yeah, I'm still going to be working on it because it can always look better, but I hit my personal goal. That makes me happy, and that also puts me in the mood of, hey, we could do this character. And, I mean, Ishtar is just beautiful. I love the entire ensemble, and the prop, though, is going to be a big challenge for me. But that's also going to make me have to step up my game when it comes to making props, because most of my props are quite small. And I have been wanting to branch out, learn something big. I usually go Pepakura style when it comes to props, just because I do enjoy the 3D modeling. And my 3D printer is acting like a jerk. I'm working on fixing it, but yeah, no. Sometimes it just doesn't do what you want a printer to do. I'm hoping maybe within a few months, if I save up money right, I can afford to get a nice Dremel Idea Builder printer. I think they're just a little over $1,000, which if I budget myself, it's doable. And then I don't know what to do with this old girl who's being very mean to me. We'll figure it out. But I figure the easiest one right now to work a base off of is definitely going to be planning out the original rarity that people keep wanting me to do. So we're gonna start, of course, reference photos, because I'm a lover of reference photos. They help me so much. And I've checked with people. They don't want the Equestria Girls version, which, I mean, that's okay. I do love the style they use with the Equestria Girls, but I've got my own ideas when it comes to how Rarity would be as a human, quote unquote, however you want to say it. So, of course, I usually go around, pick as many reference photos as I can get that give me the sense of style I want to go for. I mean, like, some of them are pretty cute. Like, I absolutely love the artwork on this. If you know the artist, shout out to them for me, because I sure as heck don't. I wish I did. It'd be nice. But, so I usually just go through, pick out ones that I think have the same general style, and I keep going from there. Like this one, I like the skirt idea. Then I kind of like the peplums, but I especially am liking the hair on that version. And let's just say that one's awesome. Like, props to artist and creator. I can't do that. You guys are amazing. Main thing I can do is like my sketches of how I want my clothes and designs to look. Don't ask me to do more. I can't do backgrounds and stuff like that because, oh god, backgrounds and stuff like that. But if we're going to be doing something like that, we're probably going to want to do, of course, the basic sketches. I do have a couple of patterns somewhere in this mess. I don't think we're gonna try looking for them just yet, unless you guys really want me to. Just cause, before a con and after a con, my room explodes with cosplay and sewing stuff everywhere. It's not a good habit to be in, but it's a habit I'm used to. So that sucks. I'm getting used to it. I need to get better at it, though. But I'm extremely used to this. I think I have an idea where they are, but I'm not 100% certain. Literally, everything's everywhere. My desk is kind of middle-ish of my room, slammed against the wall because wall help organize. So there's stuff on this side of me, that side of me, and that side of me. I'm surrounded by an explosion of sewing. I have an idea where it might be. Screw it. We're gonna see if we can find it. I'll holler if I need help. And if I need you guys to send in the cavalry. I'm counting on you to send in the cavalry. Hi, Sable. I know I love you too. Hey, don't do that. I said I love you. I'm not going downstairs yet. I still got some stuff to do, so you lay your butt down. Sable. You're a beautiful doggo. I love you. But I want to see if I can find that pattern because, you know, we're going to try. I know it's not in that basket. Unless it jumped ship to that basket. Don't worry, guys. Totally know what we're doing around here. I do feel laugh, though. Got a couple of friends who keep calling me their cosplay god. And it's like, I don't even know half the stuff I'm doing. It just somehow works out for the best. Sable, please. I love you. I really do. You is beautiful doggo. But I also gotta see if I can find this stuff. Because gosh darn it, you guys. Oh, hey, there we go. in the area where we thought it was. Oh. Alright, don't be alarmed. For this is my big box of patterns. Well, it's not all of them. Fully admitting, there are more. I got ideas. And for this one, I feel because I want to go with something more retro and I don't want modern influences, it's gonna be the easiest to use one of my retro patterns. I'm using the term loosely, mainly because we have a, not a Joann's, we do have a Joann's nearby, but we have a St. Vincent de Paul, or Vinnie's, is what we usually shorthand that to. And whenever I go there, they have this area full of patterns that you can just sift through. And I have found tons of patterns going through those. Everything from bras and panties to old-timey swimsuits. And some of these have been first round printing patterns, meaning like this is actually one of them. It's from a first round of printing. I don't know if they still print and sell this pattern commercially, but whenever I find one that really intrigues me, I get it. And well, some of you guys have seen my little tricks for keeping my patterns intact. I don't cut the paper. I will actually trace it onto clear vinyl, and then I use that as my pattern, so I can just fold this back up, put it back in its envelope, and I can keep it very nice and clean. Oh, here's another one. This one I really liked for the skirts. I thought they were really cute. But it's one of the easiest ways I've learned to be able to get those old-timey patterns, use them without destroying them. Oh yeah, here's that nightwear one. It is a really good pattern. Like, I've got tons of old ones in here. In total, on most of those, I've probably spent, they're really cheap whenever I buy them. I want to say I've maybe spent $20, and I've bought tons of them over the years. Oh yeah, the Anna Elsa one. I want to make those eventually. Eventually. We'll get there one day. There's too much I want to do. Not enough time, money, or energy. I will admit, I've been running low on energy. Oh, I know it's in here somewhere, and I know we can find it. I'm hoping it's in here. Otherwise, I don't know what happened to this pattern, and I really don't want to have to buy a new one just because it's an old pattern. And when you buy an out-of-print pattern, they usually charge you an extra fee just because of having to put it back into the printing system, which sucks. It gets really expensive. It's one reason why I prefer going to to Vinnie's and seeing what I can find there. Ugh. Oh yeah, here's another one of the really cute ones. I do want to make a lot of these eventually. Just, of course, time, stuff like that. You know, the usual. I do plan to make some modifications, though, to some of these old patterns. Namely, pockets, because I need pockets. I like being able to hold my own stuff, even though that's very rare. But, okay, we're getting closer to finding the one we want. I feel like I'm going to have a falling of patterns pretty soon. Hi, Crystal. Love you too. Okay, there's another one that could be a possibility, so I'm going to set this one aside, and then I'll show you guys when I hopefully find the others. Ugh. I also have the old pattern from when when somebody commissioned a Vash the Stampede coat from me. Because that anime is amazing. I regret to inform you. Yeah, pockets are amazing. The pattern's not in here. What did I do with it? I'll figure it out. Hopefully. So I guess we're going to go over to the sketching board. But with how many people keep telling me do original rarity, we're going to make it happen. Because why not? The other idea for Ishtar, I think Ishtar is going to be... Nope, that's not it. I already looked at that one. Ishtar, I'm thinking I might make her a Daisho deadline. Because I know people have also been requesting Penny 2.0. Midnight is still on my list, and I'm going to have her done this year. Because, fucking hell, it's Midnight. She's fucking gorgeous, and our BDSM queen. Then I am apparently been roped into a group for Attack on Titan cosplays. That is also going to be for Daisho. So now that means I've got to decide whether I'm going to buy or make. I'm leaning towards buying for the Attack on Titan gear. That way I can focus more of my time making everything else. And see where we can keep going from there. But, you know, we'll figure it out. See where we go. Oh, yeah! I bought Mango Sirene's Pokemon pattern a long time ago. I love it. I haven't gotten to use it yet. I need to, though. Because then maybe I can get a whole group and we can run out and do Pokemon together. Make a raiding party that looks official and badass. Because why not? I also have a ton of these school uniform patterns I need to put into effect. You want to make a uniform too? Buy it now, mod and make later. Yeah. I don't know what happened, but I'm finally getting like updated on this thing. Because, you know, YouTube is funny. Oh. We can make a uniform, though. Where'd this paper come from? We don't need it. Sorry, Sable. Kind of smacked her in the face with a piece of paper as it fell. I love you, doggo. You're our best friend. You tell us when to take a break. Otherwise, I'd never take a break. Because let's face it, cosplay is life. It's hit that moment. Oh, let's see. Alright, we're going to set the box down. And then we are going to... Normally, I'd have you guys set up on here. So I can actually move and do a top-down view. But, Friday of the convention, I had my phone. And I was actually doing one of the live streams. Finally ended it. Put everything down, put my phone down, removed it from it, because one of the friends I was with needed help with a costume piece for a minute. So I set everything down, and I turned my back from it. Well, I turned back around, and out of everything the person could have taken, they could have taken the tripod, they could have taken my phone, they could have taken anything of that little pile. No. They took the little piece that holds my phone in my tripod. But they left the tripod and my phone. Just let that sink in for a moment. They could have taken a phone. Instead, they took a tripod piece for the phone. Like, why? all the why. I mean, if all they wanted to do was be absolutely annoying, goal completed. I'm really annoyed. I don't have my usual phone tripod set up for doing live streams. Makes me so mad. By the way, sorry about no video this Wednesday. I lost my voice after con because post-con plague equals dead. I finally have my voice back, as you can tell. Yay, talking. But yeah, that was annoying. Took as intended to. I don't know. I think they might have just stolen it because why not? But either way, it's gone. Now I have to buy a new one, and that's really annoying because, I mean, it was cheap, but at the same time, what the fuck? So there's that. Because apparently people just don't know to leave stuff alone that's not theirs. Which is awful. Makes me very grumpy that people like to do that. But I have a basic idea for the rarity dress. Let's go to the gallery. Because I like to keep all this stuff safe. I also have to keep an eye on the time because I have to head out at 9 o'clock. Or a little bit before 9. Actually, I did talk to some of the security guys. Because it was before you guys were on shift. And they said they'd look around for it. And if it popped up in con ops, they'd tell me. Of course, it never popped up in con ops because why would somebody give back something that's not theirs? Yeah. A grumpy Tilly is quite grumpy because, come on, guys. This stuff's not funny. Makes me very, very upset. Oh. This is the one I'll go for. We're gonna... Nope, not able to do that. Nope, okay, we're gonna go back. There we go. I think we can use this one. So it's one of those old base drawings I did a while ago. I'm not sure how well you can see that. There we go. Simple idea. We're gonna kind of do the up bodice that goes around here with the ruching in the middle for the boobs. Because the ruching makes everything look beautiful. And then... I'm thinking probably a 1950s, 1960s style swing skirt on it, just because those are incredibly classic. You still see them all over the place today. And then in order to help that out, I can either embroider, paint, or if we want to go the extra 1,000 miles, because why not, we could also bead her cutie mark along the edge of the skirt and see how that would look. Part of me is yelling, go for the beading, even though I've done it before. I did it with my wedding dress, and even doing the little line took forever, and it falls off pretty fast because beading string isn't that strong. It sucks because I mean they could do so much more with it if you made the string stronger, but they don't, so that kind of stinks for us. But stick that. Going. No. So more than likely, best thing to do, I think I'm actually going to switch over to paper though, just because paper does run a little bit easier when you're using so much tech. And I know where all of my sketchbook stuff is, because I at least organized this before I left. Clean page, clean page. No clean page. That's okay, I have a second. Hello there. That one might work out the best. Nah, that's a bit too frontward. Here we go. Clean page! We can finally do stuff. Here we are. 'Cause yeah! Nope. See, it's just one of those days. Nothing wants to work. You saw nothing. What? I see you down there, but I'm working, okay? I love you and all. But come on, let me have a little bit of time. 'Cause Doggo wants all attention to them. Might have to sharpen this in a minute. But you know. Probably do it about... So, you have like this, and then I've been thinking a little bit above the hip. So maybe an inch below the natural waistline would probably be the drop point for where the skirt starts. Just because that gives it a really good flow. You can use your hips to help it out. And I think that could work out the best. What, Sable? What, do you want popcorn? There you go. That'll keep her happy for a little while. And yes, I feed my dog popcorn. She loves it. It's one of the few human foods she's allowed to have in our house. Another part of me is thinking, for the skirt portion, accent out of nowhere, what? For the skirt portion, doing it as a double circle skirt. Mainly because that's going to give it a lot of flare. And it's going to give that really pretty draping effect. So, we're going to do that. Double circle skirt no matter what. And when that happens, it's going to be insanely wide. Even without having a petticoat. Because I enjoy petticoats. But they're not always the most comfortable to wear. Especially if you're going to be walking a lot. I know personally they like to tangle themselves up between my legs. And tripping over your own petticoat and then having to do the awkward underskirt readjust is horrible. So we're going to avoid that by using the double circle skirt. Make sure that looks nice. I should really find a new way to set you guys up so you can look while I'm doing this, because I can't draw when it's turned weird. So let's see if this, or not. Yeah, if I hold it like this forever, you know, we're going to be okay. Hi, Raven. I have had that issue a lot. I don't know if it's just because, you know, Thunder and Lightning decide they want to play with my clothes, but we'll see about that from now on. Let's see, where can I set you guys down? Or should I just hold you? I mean, I think you can see all right. If I start to wiggle and shake, though, let me know. I can do adjustments as I go. That is a bit too wide on that side. But yes, I love doing my circle skirts. And having the excuse to do a double is also probably something that I'm just looking forward to. Because, I mean, if you have the opportunity, take it. Da, da, da. Make everything nice and flowy. Then I'm thinking diamond it down right above where it would start for the hips. More than likely, I'm going to make it look like it's a two-piece and then attach it in the underneath with the lining section. Just because that should give me a bit more working room. Then, of course, arms. I'm not going to be drawing a head for this little model. I hate drawing faces. I stopped doing them a long time ago because fuck faces. Nobody needs a face. Even though sometimes they do help and they do make you look very good. Then, of course, drop under the bust. And part of me is wondering, should I do sweetheart or just do the usual rounded cups? Or if I should do a shelf. Part of me is thinking shelf. But then I also do kind of like how the little peekaboo looks in the middle. So I'm thinking maybe that too. I can't decide, and that's the worst part. Let's see, do we have an eraser? I thought I had an eraser. I apparently don't anymore. There was probably one on the end of my pencil that flew away. And of course going in for the ruching. And of course, chicken scratch. Because chicken scratch. And it helps me keep everything in check. I don't mind only having half the skirt drawn because it's only a fashion sketch. Who needs to have everything drawn out? So I think we're going to go for sweetheart-ish with a little bump in the middle. So sweetheart neckline. That doesn't even look like the right word. Okay, so Raven says shelf. I don't know. I'll dick around with it. I'll probably make two versions of at least this part because I know I'm going to be making this separate from this and then I'll attach them later. So I can do that. The back, I'm trying to figure out... Ugh, my hand is already starting to shake. The back, I'm trying to figure out if I should do a zipper or if I should do my corset backing because, let's face it, I love corset backs. I'm addicted. However, then I'm thinking I could do a full back. Hello, notifications that I forgot to turn off. Part of me is thinking I should do the full back just because that would keep it nice and warm. But then if I do that, more than likely I should do a zipper going all the way up. We'll leave that to chance so far. Oh, frick. Ow. Sneezes. Zipper or corset. We'll figure that out later. I'll probably add more details to the sketch as I go along. Then... I personally hate sleeves, so no sleeves. So that helps us out right there. Then two-piece, but looks like one. That part's easy to remember. I generally do that with all of my dresses. Okay, so Jake says sweetheart, so we're 1-to-1. We have an unknown sitting in the watching zone. Because I know Crystal had to go back to work, so who could it be? Who could it be? If you're willing to say hello, we don't bite, we like to make friends. Next, fabric. So we're going to sit you guys back down. Try not to tip anything over again. If I could get this right. Fabric. This part is probably going to be the hardest. Part of me is thinking that I could easily use some of the other fabric I use for my Rarity corset. Because I do have a lot of that still. But then another part of me is sitting here like, this is the perfect opportunity we have to go out and buy velvet. But I don't think I want to use velvet for this. I enjoy the fabric a lot, but I have another project in the future I want to use velvet for. So I'm thinking brocade, especially on the bodice. Probably a plain fabric for the breast area. And then maybe, I can't decide between a silk or maybe a couple layers of organza. But for the full circle, I'm going to need something more. So part of me is leaning quite heavily towards more of a cotton. Just do something thick and sturdy, probably like a Casa collection. Too many ideas. I also know for a fact I'm going to be using boning in this as usual because I'm addicted to boning. That wasn't meant to come out how it did, but you know. Let's grab the fabric and then we can probably get some more ideas. What is it, Sable? I love you. I really do, but I can't. As I actually have a bunch of different types that I've used in many different forms over the years. Oh, that might actually work too. We'll grab that as just a base. That's a bit more of a cream, so I'm not sure if I should use it. Sorry, Sable. Didn't mean to. We love you, doggo. Ugh. Because all the fabric. Raven needs what? I'm sorry, there's a delay between me and this thing. It doesn't help because then I'm sitting here like, what did I say that warranted blank? I don't remember. Is usually the response from me half the time because I don't remember. It's plain and simple. It's so easy. But first one, and like this one, I'm extremely picky of, mainly because this one means a lot to me, and it's stupid. It really is. But this fabric here is actually the fabric from our main table runner for the wedding party table at my wedding back in July, and I can't bring myself to get rid of it. I want to keep it around. I want to do something with it because we're not exactly the type of people who use fancy table runners like this. So having it just sitting, doing nothing isn't going to work. But I don't want to throw it away. So the best idea is to turn it into a garment or something that I can wear for a bunch of years. So that I wouldn't mind using with Rarity. It will probably especially add more meaning, I guess. Because I was so happy that day. But of course, who's not on their wedding day? Like, come on, for real. This one is the second one. This is actually the same one I used making the Rarity corset. So it's really nice fabric. It would tie both of them together really well, I think. Then I had this third option, which I don't have as much of because ex-cosplay friend wanted to use it and cut it down the middle. Don't know why, because that's just kind of stupid to do. So now it's in two separate bolts, but I like this one for the floral pattern it's got instead of the paisley-ish one the other one has. So this one's another option. But I don't know. Because I think any one of these would work really well. This one's not shiny. is just here for an idea. Because I'm thinking flat would give it a little bit more dimension. I might. So I've got to figure that out. A part of me is heavily leaning towards using this from the wedding. But then part of me is also like, there's another costume you want to do in the future that requires a decent amount of white fabric, and you'll probably wear it for freaking ever because of how cool it looks. But we'll see. Then the second idea for this one is Luna Freya Nox from Final Fantasy. Because, holy damn, her dress is gorgeous. Like, wow. Girl is beautiful in general. But of course, all girls are in video games. Well, most. I don't actually know of a girl in video games that I did not like. Now that I think about it. I don't know. If there is one, I can't think of her, so she's still probably very beautiful. But those are all the ideas. Decisions are hard. And Raymond, if you want, I can actually show you or send you the website to where I usually buy all of the boning I have. Mainly because I hoard on the stuff when I'm able to buy it, because buying it in a full roll is a lot cheaper than buying it by little inch increment pieces. The only downfall to that is you do need to cut it yourself. Thankfully they sell tools for that, which are nice, and they do last quite a while. Larp Dead got nothing. That's okay. I'm trying to figure it out. Because the other one that I really want to do this year, she's extremely prop heavy. And I already have ideas on how I will do her prop. But she is... If I could get this thing to load. I do have her saved because, holy damn, she's so pretty. Like, here's one of the pictures for her. This is Ishtar from Fate series. Love her. She's amazing. Like, hot damn, this girl's awesome. And she's technically a pseudo-servant because her body's being used to help that of a god. But all the little details they put in on her costume are just brilliant. And I'm going to be getting an eye doctor appointment soon. Both for new glasses and so I can start getting contacts again, so I can up my contact game and have more character features. Because, holy hell, I miss having contacts more than I thought I would. Probably because of the soldier mask over the weekend, I could not wear it with my glasses, so when I took them off and put it on, I was flying blind and red vision. The seeing red was literal this time. Especially considering some stuff that we had to deal with over the whole weekend. Entertaining, but awful. So, like, she's a big idea. But then there's also others that I've been staring at, and it's kind of just like, I could do this too. I've got to limit myself, though, this year. Make sure what I do is stuff we can definitely work through. Which is why I'm thinking Ishtar is going to be a big one. Midnight's going to be rather easy, mainly just because I'm likely going to buy the white bodysuit to go under, and then I'm going to make the black one that goes over it, along with the red accessories, her mask, her wig, and stuff like that. So it's pretty easy. A lot of the planning stuff goes down like that rather nicely. It's just the whole keeping track of everything, making sure everything goes smoothly, because I'm definitely not the best at keeping myself on deadlines. Like, when was it? 2 weeks ago, I think. Personal stuff went down, and so some of my friends stole me away. However, that put me a couple days behind on my projects. So I was spending a bunch of late nights that week trying to catch up, because it's always fun to play catch up, you guys. Totally. I know the other cosplay I've really been wanting to do ever since I saw the show is Shirley from Strike Witches. I can actually pull up a picture of her pretty quick just because Shirley is awesome. I love her character. And I would just love to make the striker units in general. Because those things are awesome. There we go. Show a regular photo of her. There we go. Shirley Yeager. Because she is awesome. I don't want to see the body pillow. But the striker unit is a big thing for me. Just because I'd love to make one. They're beautiful. The only problem is staring at them walking is going to be the biggest problem. So figuring that out is going to be entertaining. Images for Shirley. Alright, so here's Shirley Yeager. Literal bunny girl. But she's awesome. She's this total speed demon. And when they originally found her in the show, she was actually drag racing cars across the salt flats. And she was known for breaking the sound barrier. It was brilliant. She's just one of the best, in my opinion. But, like, I really want to cosplay her one of these days. And if I put my hair back to its natural color, I've got pretty close to her same hair color. The only thing I'd have to worry about is, of course, this on the side. That's never fun. And I don't plan on growing it out anytime soon. Might be like 10 years before I think about that. Just because I like this look. You know, personal opinion is everything. But yeah, I think I've got everything planned for this year now. I should write it down. Otherwise, I know I'll forget. Gonna set that there. Because that pencil has forsaken me and broke. So then for this year, if I could find a clean page to write on, it would be nice. We could just go to the back. Nope. Don't need that. Don't need this either. There we go. So, for No Brand specifically, I've got to have Sexy Jutsu Naruto. Which, that one's going to be pretty easy. Mainly just because I'm probably going to use shapewear and then attach everything to the shapewear. Because that'll be really simple. I'll be able to get it all finished before the end of next month. Which is actually coming sooner than you'd think. So I'm probably going to start that probably Monday, as that's one of my next days off of work. I also plan to have my con vlog uploaded soon. Hopefully. Sadly, when I got my new phone, I learned that the app I always use on my old phone is no longer supported in the Play Store and has been completely deleted. Yeah, I wasn't too happy when I saw that. So, yay! Now I need to find a new editing app, and I love the one I had, so I'm very biased about all the others I'm finding. None of them measure up. That's normal. That's usually how it goes. When's Colossal? Colossal is a big maybe for me right now. It's supposed to be end of May, beginning of June. However, money, where it's sitting right now, is looking like a no. Which is very sad. I was really hoping to go to Colossal. But we've also been thinking, if we don't make Colossal with how far it is and how much it costs us to go, we can likely make it to a different con. I can message you guys more on that later for friends of mine who are going. But yeah, if money looks better, we might. We'll have to wait and see. Just because, you know, I was really looking forward to Colossal because swimsuits and bikini con. Oh, and also, complete side note, off track, off the rails, train gone miles away. I was contacted by this place called, I think it was called the Salty Mermaid, who make swimsuits, and, they want me to do swimsuit modeling or something. I don't know. I think it's for like an ambassador position, which is still pretty cool. I've been looking at their suits. I'm slightly interested, and I figured Colossal would be a great place to show these off. Now we might not be going. Well, there that goes. I'm still planning to get a mermaid tail and doing a mermaid shoot this summer. That is happening. I will do everything I can because I want to be a mermaid, you guys. Gonna be a mermaid! It's gonna happen. I'm gonna make it happen. We're writing that down on our list right now. It's gonna be big and bold because mermaid. In my awful handwriting. That's okay. Mermaids don't have to worry about writing. Because yay, mermaids! Glad I'm not the only one. I'm so excited because mermaid! So, no brand is going to be Sexy Jutsu Naruto. I do have to kind of drive there. So, part of me is thinking, oh yeah, I could also bring the mermaid for LARP. Gotta remember that. That'll be fun. That means I might need 2 tails though, because my personal mermaid tail of my dreams is white with reds and gold, like a metallic gold splattered all over. And that definitely won't work for the idea we've been having for LARP. So I might need to get 2, which I mean, I'm okay with this. Mermaids! It's gonna happen, you guys. It's gonna make it happen. Focus. Focus. There we go. So, no brand gets Sexy Jutsu Naruto. I'm probably going to be bringing Fantasy Bakugo. Because, why not? Fantasy Bakugo. Fantasy Bakugo is thankfully finished. So, I don't have to worry about it. And it's almost time for us to head out, too. So, we'll finish our list. I'll say goodnight. And then we'll head out. If you've stuck around this long, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icon for notifications. We're saying it right. We're not going to mess it up again, I hope. Also, big thank you to my patrons, Jake Nitzel and Jerry Powers. And our newest family to the patron is Cadience. I'm hoping I'm saying your name right. Thank you for joining us. You're amazing. And let's see. If you want to help support us hitting more conventions and getting to see in person like we got to at Amkey, which was actually really strange meeting some of you guys who were like, I know you from Facebook. That was scary, but awesome. Gonna have to get used to that eventually though, I hope. You guys are great. It was awesome getting to be like, oh yeah, you've been watching my progress photos. I don't even watch most of my progress photos. It was great. That was awesome. You guys made my weekend. Seriously. Alright, so everything we need to finish, or we're going to do for this year. We're going to make it look kind of fancy, because fancy handwriting is just scribble handwriting, but bigger. So we're going to be doing Midnight. Then we're going to be doing Ishtar. After Ishtar is going to be Shielder or Moo, because I love the Fate series and I want to cosplay almost every character from it, so we're going to start somewhere. Mermaid. Big, bold, because mermaids. Midnight, Ishtar, Shielder. We're going to be a mermaid. Who else were we talking about? Right, Sexy Jutsu Naruto. I have that written up here. Who else do we have to figure out? I feel like I'm missing somebody. I know I'm missing somebody. Rarity, original, because so many of you guys kept asking for it, so might as well make it a reality. I have ideas already for how we're doing a new horn. So excited. We're gonna make it happen. It's gonna look beautiful, you guys. And I think we'll leave it here for now. If I'm able to finish most of these guys before June, I might add a couple others to our list. Because the Attack on Titan, I don't have to worry about making. I'm definitely going to be buying that one just to ease some of the burden off of me. And because I don't really want to sit and spend hours doing that painting embroidery. We'll let somebody else take care of that because I'm not doing it. I've got other stuff sitting here I'm going to get to embroider and paint. Yay! Painting. And some embroidery work. It'll look great. Oh! Don't have to worry about keeping the secret since the costume's finished, but one plan that's kind of a side plan for No Brand is I'll also be entering that competition. More than likely it's going to be with the Fantasy Bakugo. So if you want to see more Fantasy Bakugo, hit us up at No Brand. It's going to be epic. We're going to be yelling at our extras all day, and you guys will probably get to see me hanging around with possibly passable Cosplay. One of my favorite girls. I will send you guys a link to her down in the comments section after this video goes up. Raptor Cosplay. Send her some love, especially over on Instagram, Facebook. She's amazing. She's such a cutie pie, and her Megami costume over Amki was gorgeous. Like, girl, you look great. Mitri, possibly passable. You also look great. Of course, you always look great. Especially when you're in your vampire stuff. I know it doesn't leave home often, but it looks amazing. So, we gotta run before we're late for our 9 o'clock and then bed because we have an early morning tomorrow, which sucks. But, cosplaying done. We did a goal. So, I'll see you guys later. Thank you, and if you want to keep supporting, you know where the link to Patreon is. Bye! Buttons, buttons, buttons.